Hello, my name is Violet, and I am in my final stages of my mentoring course. I'm super excited about this. So, this afternoon, I'm just going to be talking to you about a scenario that is going to teach us about how human beings self regulate. All right? Today, I'm going to be using a case study that involves a mentor and a mentee. The mentor's name is Susan, and the mentee's name is Hanley. Hanley is a 22-year-old social work graduate, and she was just in her final year completing her social work. While Susan is a 55-year-old lady, she has seen it all, she has done it all, and now she's ready to mentor people into the direction that they would want to be their truest and best versions of themselves. All right, so now we find that in this scenario, Susan is at a stage where Henley has asked her to mentor her into her next stage of life, which is into the corporate world, looking for work, and just becoming that person that she sees herself to be in the next few years. So this happens, and they started like creating, looking for opportunities for Hanley, looking for jobs in the newspapers and wherever. So the process started, and this one particular day, Susan then found this beautiful ad that is solely directed to Hanley, so suitable for what she's been dreaming about. It was more like a dream come true for her. And then they said, let's just apply for this. This is a beautiful post, and it sort of has all the requirements that you have all the requirements that the post needs. So this happens, and Hanley left, and Susan left also as well. And after a few weeks, Susan was inquiring about the post, and then only to find out that Hanley hadn't applied for the job. But in the interim, Susan has picked up a bit of a negative self-talk about herself, about going back into the job that Hanley has been showing. So she always used to say things like, there are no opportunities for people like her or white people like her and all this. So that she picked up. But then when she asked about the post, did you apply? And she's like, oh, what? It's like she didn't know what she was talking about. Totally forgotten about this opportunity, and she's just like pushed it away. So when asked about it, obviously Hanley was saying that this job is not even real, the salary is too high, because in actual fact the salary on the ad was like double of what Hanley has actually sort of had in her mind about the job that she's going to be doing. So all these things, and the fact that she didn't see herself in that position drove the point that she didn't then want to apply for the job. There were just so many underlying factors. So to just see where right now Henley is in her situation of transitioning, we can use this diagram to show that, as we can see here, we see that this middle is a self-image of Henley. This is her normal, this is what you know. So anything a little bit above that or anything a little bit below that is fine. But the fact that the job that she was getting had double the salary that she envisioned, and it was also like in an environment where she sees that there are no opportunities for white people like herself, drove her to self-regulate, to come back to this image and not accept the new image that the ad was advertising. So it's this is the process that we called self-regulation, which happens a lot with us human beings. And how self-regulation works is that we as human beings have set ourselves to be at a certain level or have a certain self-image about who we are. And this is our comfort zone. This is our normal. This is what we know. And the moment something happens that is outside of this zone, we try our best to come back to this self-image, because this is the truth about us. This is what we know us to be. So we always try to fight anything that sort of contradicts the truth that we have about ourselves. So if we step out of the comfort zone, we start to stress, we start to have anxieties and so forth, and do whatever it takes to come back to our normal self. So in this case of Hanley and Susan, what Susan could have done before saying that Hanley must go and apply for the post is that, I don't know if you can see that, is it focusing nicely, is that she should have changed Hanley's self-talk, because she had a negative mindset about getting a job. Maybe just to investigate a bit to see what is causing her to have these negative thoughts and how can we change it. So the self-talk begins here, to change that into a positive self-talk, and not the one where she feels that there are not enough opportunities for white people, but try to change that into something positive and see what is causing it. Okay, besides that, going forward, what Susan could then start doing is to shift the self-image to a higher level, which is, you see the orange part. So her self-image is here. So if we shift it here to the new self-image and new self-beliefs, we sort of discard all these old self-beliefs that she's having and then create new ones, okay? Create new grounds for her and create, for example, we could say, we could look at all the people that are white and that have gotten jobs in the industry, and then we could use that as an example to say it is possible for you to do the same. It is possible for you to also get a job in that industry. You deserve it, you are worthy, and all these nice things that we could start to say, and that could be as a new self, for her to start to see herself as a different person that is worthy of the post. So those are the things that Susan could have done. And if I have to look at, right now, if I have to look at Susan's way of mentoring, first of all, I'll make an analysis about Hanley herself. Hanley is a new graduate, so in social work. She hasn't worked before, so meaning that her confidence level is very low. And she's shocked by the fact that she's going to get a salary that is double of what she had anticipated. So that for her already is a shock, and she goes into some sort of anxiety to start feeling that, is this real? What is happening? Maybe somebody's trying to kill me with this job. They're just saying there's a job and then there's no job, and then they would, So she started to create all this fear and anxiety just to move away from the fact that she is deserving of such a high salary. And then fourthly, her confidence is not at the level of where her job is. So there's conflict there between the two, where she sees herself as a student and now she's awarded this huge salary which she didn't even expect. So now she wants to self-regulate and come back to her truths, to what she has said to be her normal, which is her comfort zone. So had Susan done this preparation before of giving her a new self-image, giving her new thoughts about who she is and what she's worthy of, reminding her of the degrees and all the achievements she has done and the hard work that she has really put into this, that she's really worthy and she deserves to have double that salary, it would have built a sort of confidence in her to walk into that workplace. First of all, maybe just to allow her to apply to the job before she then starts to the next steps of seeing herself into the job. So what Susan going forward, what could help this whole scenario going forward, is if Susan uses a few steps to allow Hanley to see herself in this position and for this picture to be vivid and clear. So as human beings, we have a teleological instinct in us, or or theory that we have built within us that says that the moment you focus on a goal, you sort of keep your eyes on the goal and you don't let that go. That is the goal, that is what you want. So I feel that if maybe Susan could have also introduced this type of thinking to Hanley, that you have a goal and you can't look left, you can't look right, you have to look in the direction of where your goal is going. This also could have helped to put Hanley in that mindset. And number two, what also could help in the future is visualization. Visualization in the first person. So this is called first person visualization. Could have helped a lot. Why? Because the moment we human beings visualize ourselves to do something and we basically run through all the steps before we do it, we are more prepared to tackle that situation with ease and without any anxieties. So this could have happened to Hanley as well, where she would have been prepared to be in the office environment to get the salary and to feel confident that she is deserving of the work because she has studied so hard. So she has all the knowledge that will allow her to do the job properly. So Susan could have just went through with her practically closing your eyes and just visualizing herself entering the office, seeing a beautiful desk and a laptop on top of the desk, seeing a nice chair, sitting there, smelling the whole nice environment where she is, meeting other people and connecting. So this is the whole thing of putting this young lady into a different zone, which is quite new to her. So visualization is really very good and we should practice it all the time, and it helps with the preparedness level of our own selves as individuals. And then maybe the other step that could have also helped is, obviously going through the self-talk and building a very positive self-image. Which Susan could have also done beforehand to build her confidence and to ensure that she sees herself in that position and she sees that she's worthy of having all these new benefits that comes with having a new job. So that is basically what should have happened initially. And if all this is done properly, we would see in this picture, we would see that actually Handley was here, seeing herself as low, as no confidence, not deserving of the salary that she's getting, and really her confidence was low. But if we create a new self-image for her, she will push herself to start to work harder, in the sense that she now has this job, and in an office environment it's different and things are done A, B, C, and D. I know what I'm going to be doing. I have run through my job description. I know who my boss is. I understand the environment. I understand office dynamics. I also know teamwork because I've been working with Susan. So now her new self-image is something that is enriched, and because she has done a lot of first person visualization, she has done a lot of positive self-talk, and also her mind is also in that teleological path, so she can focus and not be distracted and just continue to build on herself to the next level and the next and the next. Thank you very much for watching this. I believe that you understand now what self-regulation is and how we as human beings can change our old image and beliefs and experiences to see ourselves as new people with new goals, which are focused and vividly done the preparation to bring us where we need to be. So the tension has gone to the dominant thought in the brain. Thank you so much. I wish you all a lovely day further. Thanks.